Hi, I'm Laura and welcome to Heartdriven Tarot. For today's lesson in the cards of the tarot, you're going to learn all about the traits, characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses of this Queen of Wands, a woman on fire, because of course wands relate to the fire element. Now, what's distinctive about this image? Well, just look first. The queen is sitting central in this image. She is sitting tall and she is conveying her royalty and her royal authority. There's no question about it, the way she is seated. Very confident stance. So if she were to pop up in a reading in where it represents a person and indicating a person, this would suggest someone that you're associating with who has that strong fire energy, is confident, is charismatic, is exuberant, and is just really comfortable in their own skin and not tolerating anything. But at the same time, she's also is radiating a lot of warmth. Warmth comes from fire. So that's what the Queen of Wands epitomizes. And it's interesting to note that, of course, all the dominant colors in this image are yellow and gold, and that's suggesting the idea of warmth and also of illumination. So we get the idea that the Queen of Wands has a sharp, she's very in tune with it. She picks things up easily. She can sense things. And what else should I point out here? Of course, her crown conveys that she is the queen and that royalty sense. And what's interesting too is looking at the two symbols here. Well, the wand, her staff, that represents her passion and purpose. She's holding it firmly, so you know that she has a solid sense of who she is, and what she wants, and what she is driven by. At the same time, in her left hand, she's holding the sunflower. Sunflowers can also represent warmth and radiance. They also, in my opinion, represent, of course, beauty, the beauty of nature. So the queen is combining that passion and purpose with her wand with her affinity for the beauty of life. So there's a nice balance there. What else to look at in this image is, well, the fact that there are 4 lions, and the number 4 is a solid structure, square, rectangle, etc. It explains, or it actually means, that the queen really has that strong royal power that is inherent in her. There's no question about it. That's what I would say that means. Also, her white cloak that's overlaying her yellow robe, to me suggests that she generally has a purity of intention, and that she's also clear in what she wants and what she expects. The other important symbol, of course, that always jumps out at me, especially when I was first learning the tarot and becoming acquainted with the tarot, is that black mangy cat. Almost seems like he doesn't fit right there, if it's a he or could be a she. I often associate it with that quizzical, kind of something quirky being thrown in the mix, and it could represent that. Of course, also black cats are associated with the occult. And what this could mean is that the queen has a side of her that she's in tune with, that dimension of things, the things that are not seen perhaps with the physical eye. So it adds a nice little flair and question mark and quirkiness to her personality. That's what I think. This black cat, also the way he's seated and staring with these glowing gold eyes, also suggests that he's protecting her. He is her special companion, and he is not going to allow anyone to bother her or disrupt her in any way. Now, if the Queen of Wands shows up reversed in a reading, depending, of course, again on the question and where it is positioned in the spread, this could suggest an individual or a situation where there's deceit, there is fierceness, there's a character where there's jealousy, envy, coldness, because when the Queen is upright, she's a very warm person. It could suggest someone who's cut off from other people, demanding, and stubborn. Those are other possibilities possible interpretations that you could have if the Queen of Wands shows up reversed. Overall, though, what this card means, the Queen of Wands, in a tarot reading is either a person or a situation in which there's a lot of fire energy, authority. It's something that seems very solid and grounded. Oh, and I also wanted to point out her facial expression. Just look at her face. It's a little bit, she almost has like a little bit of a Mona Lisa smile. Not quite, because it also seems that she is conveying warmth. She's looking very relaxed in her face. And for me, that just underscores the idea of her confidence. She doesn't have to worry about anything. She is relaxed and comfortable in her authority. Now, the song that I recommend for this week's card, the Queen of Wands, I had not heard before, and I like to change things up a bit. I wanted to find a song that relates to a strong woman. Well, the song I found and the music video I found is called Queen, and it's by the singer Janelle Monae. I think that's her name. And I was not aware that Janelle was a singer. Of course, that might be revealing, dating myself, but I was not familiar with her menu of songs. I only know her as the actress in Hidden Figures, a movie and a book. A movie I watched a couple of times and a book I love. But anyway, long story short, the Queen, the video that I'll put a link to, I think represents very well the Queen of Wands. Someone who's strong, assertive, no nonsense, but also warm, but also has a quirkiness to them, as you'll notice if you watch the video. I just think watching that will reinforce the idea of a really strong and passionate woman. What was that? Oh, there was some important lyric, yes, I wanted to share with you. The one lyric in there that's, to me, represents a strong woman is, "She who writes the movie owns the script and the sequel." So it's presenting a woman who is strong, who is in charge and authoritative. And also in the video, the movie, or rather the music video, what I meant to say is a pyramid. And so that's like the pyramids in this image. And to conclude, I'd like to just share with you an affirmation that can help you remember the meanings of this card. And it's particularly apropos for those of you who are writers, artists, anyone who's a creative type, because that's what this channel is evolving toward, is that niche of creative types. And the affirmation that I came up with today is for the Queen of Wands is, "I am on fire with creative ideas that flow to me easily." I am on fire with creative ideas that flow to me easily. And you could also turn it around into a question and make it an affirmation, which I've explained in the past, which is an affirmation turned into a question, developed by Noah St. John. You can look him up. And you could ask, why is it so easy for me to be on fire with creative ideas that flow to me easily? If you say that with feeling several times a day, I believe that you will find that your ideas are going to flow much more easily. Until next time, remember, illumine your mind, inspire your life with the tarot.